Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the greatest show on YouTube. If you try to debate me on this, I'm sorry, I'm just going to destroy you. But, so we have acting, because everyone in the Trump administration is acting, both literally and figuratively. Secretary Chad Wolf, I believe is his name. And, well, this is something a little bizarre. Reminds me of a movie. Listen to this.
That's when we have to take a stand.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching scenes right now of people using sledgehammers. The least of the aggressiveness is the gross graffiti that is just everywhere all over these buildings. I mean, a message is a message, and a message can be very powerful, but, you know, defacing public property is against the law, correct?
It's against the law. Oh,
absolutely.
No!
Anytime that you attack a federal facility, such as a courthouse there in Portland, that is a federal crime. Attacking federal police officers, law enforcement officers, which they have done for 52 nights in a row, is a federal crime. And so the department, because we don't have that local support, that local law enforcement support, we are having to go out and proactively arrest individuals.
Proactively arrest. Doesn't that remind you of a movie?
We need to do that because we need to hold them accountable. This idea that they can attack federal property and law enforcement officers and go to the other side of the street and say, you can't touch me, is ridiculous. We don't do that in any other type of law enforcement. We pursue a criminal, we investigate, we pull them over if you have probable cause, we arrest them, we charge them, and we prosecute them. And you need to hold individuals accountable, and when we don't do that, I think we get what we see in Portland today.
Yeah.
You need to hold individuals accountable by proactively arresting them before they've done a crime? What? Also, this whole idea that we need to hold individuals accountable when the President of the United States and every single motherfucker in his cabinet are breaking the law on a daily fucking basis. Oh, but no, we need to hold the individual accountable. How about you suck my individual cock, you stupid fuck? But anyway, this is the whole thing. If you don't get my hint, this sounds a lot like The Minority Report, which is a movie I actually watched pretty recently. I want to say like maybe 2 or 3 months ago when like quarantine stuff kind of first started. I was like, you know, I'm going to watch a bunch of movies, and that was one of them. And it was actually a pretty good movie. A little cheesy, but of course, you know, it has Tom Cruise in it, so that, you know, duh, right? But it's like the idea that they're going to arrest people because they think they might do a crime is just like, what? Like, what happened to due process? All these right-wing fucking Looney Tunes are, oh, due process! Oh, due process! When it comes to, like, Trump's sexual assault and rape allegations, it's, oh, due process! The left thinks you're guilty until proven innocent! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! And then, all of a sudden, those same people in this situation are like, well, you shouldn't want to do the crime if you can't do the time. It's like, what? What? Like, but again, we're in this hell world right now where, like, we have cable media screaming and crying about graffiti. As if, like, graffiti is anything as bad as the fucking fact that we have 20 to 28 million new homeless people arriving in this country over the next month and a half, right? There's a study done saying by September we could be facing 28 million new homeless people. That's fine. That's alright, that's moral, because it's legal, right? Because that's what these people want you to think. They want you to confuse or correlate the term legal with moral, when those are two entirely separate things. The Holocaust was legal. Pogroms in Nazi Germany were legal. Jim Crow South in the 1920s, right? It was legal to deny black people entrance to grocery stores, right? That was legal. Does that mean it's moral? No. Right? That's the whole concept of the Constitution. The whole concept of the Bill of Rights was that it is a foundation not meant to be idolized. not meant to be fundamentally like, oh, I'm a fundamentalist constitutionalist. No, it was meant to be built upon. So when these conservatives want to say, hey, the Constitution, hey, ah! How about you just listen to our fucking demands? Guess what? It's a feedback loop, motherfucker. When you bring in secret police Gestapo squads into the city of Portland, that's going to make the city of Portland protest harder. I spat all over my screen. Instead, how about you try defunding the police? You know? Stopping having a moratorium on evictions, having a moratorium on rent and mortgage payments. How about you give people a UBI or another stimulus? But no, we can't do anything for you except shove our jackbooted fucking heels into your fucking necks. That's the only thing that they can do, because this is not a country of freedom. This is not a democracy. There is no such thing as democracy when children are starving. And yet, oh, the graffiti! Oh, we got to arrest people before they paint on my wall! Give me a fucking break.